What's going on, y'all? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week as always. I want to talk about two stories. First, I'm going to sip my tea, I'm going to drink my water, and I'm going to stream for like an hour and maybe until I use the restroom. Hopefully, with all these liquids, never know what could happen. But two stories I want to talk about today are the censorship versus the people. Censorship has made a lot of gains on the people, but seems like in the last 48 hours, people are making a stand and a big one. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I don't want to get too into it before people come in. And then we'll get into it. Your fans on Twitter are quite crazy, said Silver Sky. I'm sorry. My fans on Facebook and YouTube are crazy too. So they get mad at me sometimes. Literally, I did a whole video today and like no one agreed with me. I was like, I mean, obviously people agreed with me. I got the thumbs up, but it's like ridiculous. What kind of tea? It's from the farmer's market. It's a spa tea, which is like it's like mint tea with a little citrus, not to brag, but just a little mint tea. Howdy, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna wait a minute or two. Sorry, I know I'm gonna be boring off the jump, but I just did a 2-hour radio show with my man Jimmy Church. Thank you, Jimmy, for having me on. I was like, should I just go to bed, or I mean, it's too early to go to bed. I was like, should I get food? Should I not eat? Maybe I'll do a water fast. I'll just chug these and I won't eat till tomorrow. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Honestly, my whole life is in your hands. Welcome to the simulation. So you guys get to choose whether I eat dinner or not, or what I eat. I had a chicken shawarma the other night. Some guy was like, dude, get chicken shawarma. And I did get chicken shawarma. And it was a really good idea. So thank you for that. Someone said, oh, damn, Jimmy Church is awesome. Jimmy Church is awesome. And he had me on. It was dope, man. I like Jimmy. I actually chilled with him a few weeks ago in person. And I love he's got a great audience, man. They're good people. Jimmy's a good guy. Anybody that shows me love, this is right back. Do you listen to Coast AM? No, I don't, but I should, because if Jimmy's on it, then I should, But I've heard all good things. Is this boring? I mean, people watch people play video games. If you guys will watch someone play a video game, me drinking tea is pretty fun. Someone said the Andrew Clavin show. Yeah, I love Andrew Clavin too. Shout out Andrew Clavin. Show love to Andrew Clavin, Jimmy Church, all of them. Someone said, are you Christ? No, I'm the false Messiah. Don't follow me. No, I'm not a Christ. Ashton. Thank you so much, Ashton. See, the problem with tea is if I don't drink it soon, it gets cold. How'd my radio show went? Oh, it went amazing, man. Me and Jimmy, that's my second time on Jimmy Church's radio station, and it's always fun. Did I check out Declassified YouTube channel? No, I streamed. This is like my 5th hour streaming today, so I have had barely any time. I watched the Super Bowl yesterday. I drove back in the morning. Like I've been all over the world and back. Relax, Lyra. She's like, talk about your childhood. Come on, we're 2 minutes in. Someone said, yuck, cold tea. That's what I'm saying. All right, we'll get into it. Thank you guys for joining. And then, honestly, I'm just going to wing it after the first two. No, I think Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she's alive. You guys got to relax on that. I'll say my story, and then I'll read some super chats and just do some question and answer a little bit. But anyway, I tried to move I don't want to reveal too much here. First story I want to talk about is censorship versus the people. It's been a big week for that. One thing I want to talk about is Gavin McInnis. If you guys know who Gavin McInnis is, he used to be on CRTV. He formed the Proud Boys group, which got totally like misconstrued by the media. And I'm going to start off by saying I'm not a huge Gavin fan. Like I'm not a hater. What I mean by I'm not a Gavin fan is I'm just not that familiar with like his work at all. And that's not a dig or anything. Like I know who Gavin is. I'm not here. I don't know that much about him. So I'm not responsible for everything he's ever said or done. But from what I've heard from him, he's pretty funny. I guess he's edgy or whatever. He got labeled a hate group by the SPLC, which is Southern Poverty Law Center. And the problem with a lot of these activism groups is they're actually phony activism groups that are like pro-censorship groups, where Gavin, you could call him a lot of things, but he's not a hate group. And I think the Proud Boys originally were started as like a troll to the feminists, like, oh, they're going to be feminists, we're going to be Proud Boys, we're proud of being boys. And the whole narrative got crazy skewed. The media came down on them super hard. They probably did some dumb stuff because it was a bunch of like guys drinking too much alcohol and, trying to pretend like they have bigger penises than they do or whatever. And I'm not saying Gavis, I'm just saying in general, when you get that many rambunctious men together, you're going to have a lot of low testosterone, high testosterone guys doing some stuff. So they labeled him a hate group, and Gavin sued them in Alabama, I believe, which is huge because the precedent it sets and a lot of problems with people on the left and the right, like when it comes to truth tellers. People are kind of just pushovers, where like Trump, love him or hate him, he's like, no, you're not going to win this narrative. And he won the election. And a lot of people just let the media destroy them. And Gavin's saying, no, you're not going to destroy me. I'm going to sue you. And he might win because honestly, I mean, they haven't labeled Antifa a hate group who's done way more violent things than the Proud Boy has. And also, they're not like they're not equivalent to like KKK and neo-Nazis. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know that much about them, but it's good to see people actually fighting back against the narrative. And a lot, like even the NAACP, I grew up thinking, wow, NAACP, they're so great, they're helping the Black community. But the more I look, someone said SPLC put Dr. Ben Carson on the hate group for a minute. That's what they're reckless, man. They're like political. Ben Carson, the dude's like a neurosurgeon, like now he's a government dude. It's ridiculous. So it's good to see them fight back. And what I was saying about the NAACP is that I don't think I trust them anymore. And a lot, like obviously like Al Sharpton and all these like Black leaders who get pushed to the forefront, I'm not hating on them because they're up for Black activism or anything. I dislike them because I think that they're puppets and they're pushed to the forefront because they're actually not beneficial to the Black community. So SPLC, they're not a poverty law center. They're like a Democratic Party operative front, who attacks, silence, and censors any opposition. And it's really great to see Gavin actually fighting back. I'm proud of him. That's a little pun for you guys. And it's nice to see the people standing up against censorship. So, that's a win for everybody because they slowly just come for everybody. They're like, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. And like, what is hate speech? Sorry. I always say, oh, thank you, Julianne. I appreciate you. Thank you for getting the super chats flowing. I need to earn my living here, man. I need to earn dinner. I'm hungry. No, I'm just playing. Thank you. I always say, and I'm not the first one to say this, although I do hope one day that I get misattributed for this quote and everyone thinks I said it like Jim Carrey, but it was really someone else. The truth sounds like hate speech to people who hate the truth. And it's like now you give them an inch, they take 20 miles. I've talked about it a lot because it's obvious. So you need to call them out because if you don't, they're going to say, this is hateful, this is hateful, this is hateful. You can be a woman, which is great. You should be if you are. And you could hate on men viciously. I mean, I went to the Women's March. There was a lot of man hate there, but I had a great time. I had a Golden Girl shirt on, so everybody loved it. Sorry, I didn't mean to show this much cleavage. I just, honestly, I moved up. Anyway, but jokes aside, they're allowed to hate men, but they said this was a misogynistic group. You have people who, you can hate on Christians pretty openly, but if it's against a Jew or a Muslim, it's anti-Semitic or Islamophobic. All I'm asking for is some consistency, and they don't really have it. So thank you, Gavin, for fighting up against them. And also for the people versus censorship. Hold on, I'm going to take a sip of this tea. No, they've gone out. They've used their powers for bad for sure. Hold on. And another backlash, it's good to see people really winning. First off, I've been talking about how BuzzFeed, Huffington Post, and Vice, they've had to downsize because they're doing weird articles like, what would your fart smell like if you were a fart? It's like, dude. And then they're like, oh my God, people don't like journalism anymore. And you're just like, no, they don't want to read fart articles and Harry Potter blogs about like which Hufflepuff group you're in. All that stuff's happening, but also Joe Rogan had we talked about it the other week. He had a very downvoted video with Jack Dorsey on because people felt he didn't go at censorship enough. And Joe did. I mean, you guys, I'm sure some people here will hate on it, but I respected it. Joe, I mean, you could think what you want, but I think Joe has a soul. And I think he realized that there was a lot of backlash. So he said, I'll have Jack Dorsey on. I think he should have Alex Jones on again for sure. If he has Jack Dorsey on twice, Alex Jones was the biggest podcast he's ever had. And he's afraid. I get it. Like Joe's afraid of the SPLC or whatever. Like they'll label you a hate group. Alpha Lobster. That's a funny name. Alpha Lobster. That's great. He said black victimization is big business. It's an industry. No, 1,000%. And it's not only an industry, but if you can victimize somebody and put them in a state of wanting something, it goes hand in hand with big government. If you think that you're not getting enough and you need more, they always put the hand out for you and say, we got you, especially in that community. But, Joe figured it out. So the people will speak, and people are waking up, and it is nice. Like whether it's Gavin or Joe, think what you want about both of them. It's amazing to see the people actually having a voice, and big institutions that are really just hit organizations for the establishment get held accountable. And I've never seen anything like it. And I think Joe has built his platform on authenticity and truth. So if he takes a little bit of that away, but in his defense too, I know people probably aren't going to want to hear this, but Joe made some points too. He's like, dude, I'm busy. Like, you have to understand, Joe Rogan, me, anyone, we all think differently. We're not in each other's heads. I have a life. Joe has a life. Like, people, like, he might not care about the same things you care about. It doesn't mean, and I'm not saying maybe it's true or not, you can have your own decisions, but like, just because someone doesn't agree with you on something, they're not a shill. Some people are for sure. And there's some people you don't have to trust. Thank you, Jennifer. Said, I appreciate your perspective and voice. I would love to see you collaborate with John Ward. Not sure who John Ward is, but tell them to reach out to me. I'm really busy though, as far as like emails and stuff, but just tell them to reach out to me or show me. I'll try to Google it, but I'll do it now since you super chatted. Hold on. You gave the love, so I'll Google real quick and try to see who John Ward is. Is he on YouTube? Let's see. John Ward. You get rewarded for the super chat. John Ward. Oh, musician? Or no? Non-memento. There's two John Wards. You got to tell me which one it is. Anyway, when it comes to Joe or anyone, like, people are in their own zone. Robert Morgan said, you get my message about John Ward's channel. It's getting bad. Got to help him. All right. Which John Ward? There's like a musician, and then there's like some scientist or something. Tell me which one's John Ward. I'll help you, boy. People care about this guy a lot. Which one? There's two YouTubes though. There's one that's like, someone said the musician anomaly. Okay. Tell him to email me. How about this, guys? Tell him to email me and say it's John Ward. Tell him to email me. Let me know what's going on with him, and I'll try to help. Okay. If he can take those steps, I'll help him. Okay. Tell John Ward to email me. Tell me what's going on. I got him. Someone said, I want to get back to what I was saying. Someone said, I hate how Anomaly defends Joe Rogan. It's fine. I'm not defending him. Like, me and Joe are different. There's a reason people like me and don't like him, and vice versa. I'm not defending him per se. Here's what I'm saying is, I find that a lot of people will just jump the gun on things. And you can feel, I'm not saying you have to like him. There's some questionable things that he's done recently, and I think it's great people are holding him accountable. That's what I'm saying. But like, I don't know. I just don't think everything's as nefarious as people think it is. Someone said, Anomaly, look up InfoWars Bear and you'll start to understand things better. I'll look into it. Some things are nefarious. Like, clearly they're killing babies mid-birth and after-birth. Like, that's gross. There's some demonic people out there that are going straight to hell. But I don't know. I have deep compassion and empathy for people, because once I'm at a stage, like whether it's me, whether it's Owen, whether it's Gavin McInnis, whether it's Joe Rogan, whether it's Farrakhan, whether it's Trump, like, you notice I'm naming people that are totally different on different sides. But like, when you get to a certain point, people are going to misconstrue you, and people are going to lie about you, and people are going to try to bring you down. And I give people the benefit of the doubt, and I have compassion because I know people lie about me. If I don't talk about something people want me to talk about, they'll say I'm a shill for Israel. But like, maybe I just don't agree with you. Maybe I haven't seen enough evidence. Maybe I have a different perspective. Like, it doesn't mean I'm working for them. I've never even been there. I'm not even Jewish, but I don't like, there's a philosophical discussion about some things. And I respect the fact you don't have to, but I respect the fact that Joe dialed it back. I mean, you'll never see CNN do that. You'll never see Washington Post do that. I've never once seen them do something unpopular. Immediately they try to cover it up and lie about it. Like Joe actually acknowledged it and said, I'm going to try to make it better. And if he doesn't, you can pressure him to make it better. But he also said some valid things that stuck with me. I'm not going to lie. He's just like, dude, I'm busy. And like, I didn't know about these things on Twitter. Like people say, for me, John, like someone said, Eddie Bravo knows. I like Eddie Bravo. I'd love to talk to him, but, and I'm just letting you know, I'm one of the kinder people in this game. A lot of people aren't, but then they get attacked and then they feel all bad. But it's like, dude, you get what you give sometimes. And I don't know who John Ward is. You know, it doesn't mean I'm a shill, or it's like I wasn't aware of that. And you know, it's like I get it. Everyone plays their own game. I'm not a hater. I want to be a rare person who lifts people up and doesn't drag them down. And there's people I don't like and don't listen to. Like I feel the same way about Joe in the last couple of months as a lot of people. But I'm just, you know, I'm easing up on it because I like to reward people for doing the right thing. Let's put it that way. When Washington Post or CNN does like a really good article, I like to reward them for that, and I like to promote it, not because I agree with everything else they did, but I want to show them the light in a way. Like, dude, do more of this. You know what I'm saying? That's good. Like, it's not always negative reinforcement that we have to do. Everyone loves to hate on someone, but LNJ Nomad said, I don't trust Joe Rogan. You don't have to. I'm not even saying I fully trust him. Like, I've met him once or twice, but like, you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to trust him. At the end of the day, you do what you want to do, whether I say it or not. You know, I'm not going to sway your opinion or perspective, but I'm just saying there's a difference between not trusting someone. There's a difference between not liking the direction they're going. And there's a difference between, you know, going full on someone. But it is what it is. I'm just saying I heard what he said and it made some sense to me, you know, as far as like, you won't understand till you get to a certain point, and maybe you have another perspective, but I've had people literally lie about me and say I'm working for the Israeli government. I've had people say I'm feeding a girlfriend in a different state, which is not true. I've lived in my parents' basement, which is, I don't. I've lived on my own for 7 years and I've not asked for a single dollar from my family. Literally, even they say, I'm impressed. You move out there when you're 22, 23, and you never asked for a dime. I had no money. I was literally in debt. I was $5,000 in debt. I had $800, $1,000 max in my bank account. Like people will lie about me, so I can't help but I believe in, you know, you get what you give. And if you lie about other people, people will lie about you. If you try to tank others, you'll get tanked. And I'm you know me. I'm quick to call people out for their lies, but I can't lie and say I don't respect even like a Peterson. I don't he's not my favorite person by any means, but I'd be lying if I thought he didn't do positive things for the world. Like I know a lot of people that don't get it, and like he finally made them get it. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to clean my room, and communism's not good." And I'm like, "Thank God," because no one was getting through to them. Like, you know, everyone plays a part. The world is a stage, and everyone plays its part. But you know, that's just how I feel, and I love the unpopular feelings. Someone said the occult runs the world. Unless you understand that, you're never going to understand. Listen, I'm not a fool. I understand on a spiritual level what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? I understand this stuff. It's just how do you handle it, and you know, how do you feel? Like I know, but there's certain souls that can be saved. There's certain souls that can't be saved. You know, there's certain souls that are pure and just have a different perspective. There's certain people who are probably rotten to a core. But that's on my judgment and your judgment, and that's fine. But if your judgment's different than mine, I don't mind that. What I do, and I'm in such a chill mode tonight. I took like I got my CBD oil. I like that stuff, man. I'm gonna do it, but my judgment's not the same as your judgment, and maybe mine's right. Maybe I'm not, but you know, you got to respect that. And if you don't, that's fine too. But when people talk down to me and say you don't understand, it's like maybe you don't understand. Maybe I completely understand, and you're, you know, underestimating me. See what y'all are saying. So I said I need some CBD oil. I mean, it is what it is, but it's got me a little lit. Someone said, I don't think Rogan grasps how pissed the right is right now by censorship. Yeah, no, I mean, censorship is very, very real. And it's very, very biased. Like I say to people, and a lot of people, they don't want to hear it, but it's not a 50-50. So people will say, Anomaly, you're biased. I lean to the right, obviously, because they don't want to take my money and freedom. But it's not. We're not on a level playing field. The tech companies are 100% owned by liberals. Like there's no conservatives in tech. They're not allowed. So if you act like the playing field's 50-50 when it's not, you're lying. And I feel like I agree with you guys. Like Joe does that, where he act like he plays both sides, and he's like, and that's his decision though. I don't agree with it. And like you said, I know how pissed people on the right are because it's not an even playing field on Facebook, on Twitter, on Google, in the mainstream media, on television, celebrities. It's like a 95-5 scale that's going more towards authoritarianism. And I sometimes he says it, sometimes he doesn't. I'm not responsible for what other people do or say. I'm not defending his whole lifestyle. I'm just saying I respect that he retracted a little bit, and I respect that he at least has the gall to acknowledge his people. Some people would just block everyone, and or like what a lot of celebrities do is they make it on Instagram so no one can comment anymore, and then they just steamroll over everybody. I have respect for anybody that can dial it back a little bit and be like, you know what, something's not right. Like to me, that's honorable, and I like to show people the light, because if you're just always mean to them, here's a gem. I'm going to drop you with a gem here. If you're always just very mean to people, they're not going to be like, hey, I want to join the light. I want to join their side. Cause like they're going to hate you. They're going to hate your side of politics. They're going to hate your religion. They're going to hate you, and they're going to sell their soul 20 times over because they don't want to go near you. So if you promote people when they do the right thing, even if you feel like they did this much right and this much wrong, you're showing them the light. Like there's people on Twitter that are conservative Muslims that keep saying, I don't know where to fit in. Like liberals are fake, and I know that the whole liberal ideology is a lie, but a lot of conservatives hate Muslims. So like I would normally be fully conservative, but like 90 to 80% of conservatives hate, like I don't want to say that much, but a lot of them have a lot of vitriol towards Muslims. So it's like you could win over a lot of people, and there are, whether you want to admit it or not, there are conservative Muslims who could be a major voice in the world of Islam. But because people have the approach of, no, I hate that person, they're not good, the taqiyya, they're lying. Okay, you just lost that person. All right, and then you wonder why. You wonder why the Democrats scoop up so many people and they got the youth. It's because people don't listen to me, and that's fine if you want to lose, but to each their own. I'm going to chug this. I love water. Someone said, all right, Destin. He said, yo, bro, what are your actual thoughts on the moon landing? I got into because of your brief moon landing video. Ryan said, censorship kills free speech. Self-censorship kills free thoughts. Fact. And now there's so much censorship, people are self-censoring because they don't want to get kicked out of the industry. All right, Destin, to answer your question, what do I think about the moon landing? I mean, the only thing I'd add to that video is they faked a moon rock to Holland. So you've seen that video. They lied about the telemetry data, or they said they lost the telemetry data. They don't have the technology. They taped over or lost the footage, and they gave a fake moon rock. A lot of things aren't adding up. They're lying for sure about something, and they're hiding something. The question is, what is it? I'd be lying to you if I said I was 100% sure. I'm not. That's why I don't go that hard. I don't feel strongly enough or have enough evidence, but my personal, if you want, and I said this the other night, and I don't want to harp on this because I don't want to be known as the person who just says this, but my inner gut tells me that we can't even possibly go. Like, I'm not sure that we even can land on it. That's my personal thought, but I don't say that as far as in like I don't say I'm 100% sure, because I'm not. I personally just don't. That's my gut. I think it's an energy source and a light source of some sorts, and I'm not quite sure that I think we can land on it, but I can be disproven. All I know is I stick to the facts when it comes to my moon landing video, and I just know that there's 5 things that they don't have anymore. So it's like something's up. I don't know. And I know like people think that there's secret space bases on the moon. So like I don't agree. I don't think so, but I don't rule it out. And like people get so mad at me because they want me to pick a side, but it's like, dude, unless I'm for sure, I can't sit here and act like I know. Like I don't know. And people are like, dude, you're a sellout. Like I don't know. I can't lie. I don't know. Someone said Muslims can fit in by wearing American flags or MAGA hats. I don't know what you mean by that. Honestly, I don't think I think it's easier for Muslims to fit in by hating MAGA. They have a huge audience, and like I don't think it's easy to be a Muslim and wear a MAGA hat. I don't think it's as easy as you think it is. It's very hard. It's probably much easier to be a liberal and be Muslim. So, dude, just trust me. You don't have to trust me, but like I have friends that are Muslim. I've sat with them for hours. I've had them on my podcast. I've went out to lunch with them. They're the real deal. Trust me. There's a billion plus Muslim people. If you compare it to Christianity, I'm not saying it's the same, but think about my comparison, not as far as extremity. There's people in the Westboro Baptist Church who are like extreme, and then there's millions of like gay Christians who are not extreme at all. That's true to Islam too. Not everybody's extreme. Like ISIS, they're extreme. They're following it word for word. Yeah, it is a problem. I'm not denying that. It's a huge problem. But you're lying to yourself if you think that there's no Muslim conservatives. They are, and they're deathly afraid to come out because you hate them. Why would like they don't have a place. They know that liberals are lying. Not every Muslim is extreme. Trust me. Not everyone follows every word. It's just not true. Is it a problem? For sure. Is there a high percentage in the world? Absolutely. Are there phonies here? Yeah. But to think that every single Muslim is a liar and there's no possible way they could tell the truth, not everybody follows every word for word. They just don't. Just like in Christianity, there's millions of phony Christians and millions of terrible Christians who don't even follow one page in the Bible, but they consider themselves Christians. It's not different. As far as that, there's differences in the religion, but and there's also, someone said any Muslim rejects homosexuality. There's a lot of overlap in the Bible and the Quran as well. I'm not saying they're the same. Like people can't handle it, but I'm just saying that there's similarities as well. It's not all differences. Obviously, there are extreme differences and things that are not okay. I'm not saying that they're not. What I'm saying is I find similarities in how Christians and Muslims want to treat women. Yeah, it's different, but they're both interested in conserving women and not whoring them out to like the liberal mob. You guys could get along over that if you weren't so negative. Someone said, I believe that 99% of religion is about political power. I believe in God. I'm very spiritual. Some may even call me religious. The labels are up to you, but religion is powerful. God is powerful. Truth is powerful. Wisdom is powerful. And humans have absolutely manipulated those powers to gain money and control over the years. I pray to God. I don't pray to humans who manipulated text. I believe in God. I don't believe in a structure that was used to pervert the word of God for human benefit. So people misconstrue and they're like, anomaly, are you this? Are you that? Are you Christian? Are you fake Christian? I believe in God. I pray to God. I pray to Jesus Christ sometimes specifically. And my relationship with God is between me and God. There's no human on the planet that really matters that much to me as far as my relationship with God. But I do. I mean, for sure, the power of God and religion and wisdom is so real that absolutely humans have perverted that. And I'm not sure to which extent that they have. So I'm very skeptical about a lot of things, and I take no shame in that. And people want to shame me, but it's like, if you're not, you'll get played by a human who's using the word of God to lead you in a false direction. Thank you, green bastard. I almost didn't say your name because it's kind of a curse word, but it's okay. There's also green. I know bastard is a military term as well. My man Onomi Rice said, big ups from New Zealand. I used some of your I Like Trump song for one vid. It's not monetized. No, you're good, bro. Yeah. If you want me to remove it, no, you're good. You don't have to monetize it. You could credit me in the comments, but it's not a big deal. And I'm not big enough where like they're gonna find your video. I run all my own music. Hopefully they don't. I use TuneCore, so hopefully they don't flag you. I don't think they should, but you're fine. You could use any of my music whenever. Just make sure it's not a mixtape song, because then I don't own the beat. Someone said, what do you think about Joe Rogan talking crap about Alex Jones? I like Joe. I like Alex, but I like Alex more than I like Joe, to be honest. And I don't. I'm not a big fan of how Alex or I'm not a big fan of how Joe talks about Alex, to be honest. There's a way to distance yourself from Alex, because you have to understand, with Alex, he says some things that like most people don't want to say, or they wouldn't say. So like when I compliment Alex, I'm not trying to be responsible for everything Alex has said, because I wouldn't say that, or else I'd just say it. There's a way to do that and still be respectful towards Alex. Be respectful towards Alex intellectually, be respectful towards Alex literally. And I don't think Joe has been. I think he's been very rude. I think he's been very, condescending to Alex. And I don't find it very intellectually honest. So I'm not a fan of how Joe talks to Alex. And that's one of the things that has made me not become such of a Rogan fan, And when I say these nice things, I'm not, like, you have to understand, I doesn't mean, you ask me a question, I'll answer, but I'm not justifying everything he's done. I'm just giving you, how I feel. Man, I'm trying to cover this up. Sorry. I mean, it's not that low, but still, it's a little unnecessary. Now I look like I'm like a Eskimo. That's cool. Someone said Muslims can't and won't speak out for fear of lives. They fear their lives of their own. For sure. Dude, if you're a Muslim in America, if you're conservative, liberals are psychos. Like my friend from Pakistan says, liberals are very similar to jihadists in Pakistan. He said the difference, there's multiple differences. Obviously, the violence is a little different, but he said there's a difference, like psychologically. He told me, he said, in Pakistan, the Islamists don't lie. You know who they are. You know what they feel. They don't sugarcoat it. And he said, in a weird way, liberals don't do that. So he said they have the same philosophies, but liberals lie and they deceive. So there's a lot of similarities between liberalism and Islam. And if you're a conservative Muslim, liberals are crazy and Muslims are crazy, like liberal Muslims. But then if you're a conservative Muslim, you have Trump supporters who are very nasty towards Islam. So you're in a pickle. And if you're in a Muslim country and you're having doubts about Islam, of course you're afraid to speak out. And of course there's millions of people who are afraid. What people don't understand is too, in Pakistan and in Iran, they're having like a minor social revolution. It's happening in Saudi Arabia. Like, it's not like there's obviously the bad, ISIS and stuff, but they're having a social revolution. Like, you gotta give these people a little bit of love. Like, I don't believe in hate. Little Big Toe said, that's a funny name, Little Big Toe. I went to 12 years of Catholic school, which perverted my views towards Christianity and religion, became a seeker on an independent path, led me back to Jesus, though it wasn't my intention. Yeah, God bless you. The Catholic Church in many ways is very wicked. I'm not saying all Catholics, but they have used the word of God for their own human financial benefit. And, they're doing really crazy stuff. So, I believe in the word. I just don't know to which extent humans have manipulated it. Someone said, I was glad to hear you believe in Jesus and pray to him. I look forward to meeting you in this life or the next. God bless you, brother. I just, I don't want to be pinned. And I love God. And like I said, my relationship is personal, but I don't want to be associated with every Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not responsible. And I'm not trying to distance myself completely, but I'm not responsible for all the bad things that other people do. And they will in big organizations, they will use the powerful words of wisdom for a bad, nefarious purpose. And I want no part of that. I want no part of pretty much any institution. I want no part of any religion, to be honest. Like, if it's true, it's true. It doesn't matter if I believe it or not. If it's real and like how I feel and who I pray to, and like, it's no one else's business. If someone's Christian, a pastor, a priest, and looks down on me because I don't call myself a Christian like they do, they're not God. You know what I'm saying? And God's watching them and God's watching me. And I'm very confident that I'm in God's favor. And I'm sure they may be too, but it's not someone else. It's not a Christian or a Catholic's. It's not up to them. So, you know, I like, people will look down on me and talk down on me and think that they're more righteous than I am. If you are, you are. If you aren't, you aren't, you know? And it's like, that's for God to decide. And I have a great relationship, and I'm, you know, my life has been beautiful, and I'm very grateful. And I believe that God understands that. And I don't care how many Christians look down on me or Catholics or anyone else. It's like, I'm not responsible for all of the sins that they commit in the name of God. I'm responsible for my own sins, and I work on those. But, you know, I don't like to play these games that other people play. And you know, it's like, it is what it is. But I'm not here to impress other humans. I am here to impress God. Someone said, how did you come to believe in God? I'm agnostic. I find it hard to believe something there's little evidence for. That's a good question. I was atheist growing up. My family was actually, it's crazy because now I'm the most religious, spiritual person in my family. And when I was young, I was the least. It did a whole flip. And I said I was atheist. I didn't believe in God. When I was in my teens, I was reading Richard Dawkins, and I was like, man, it's all fake. But then I honestly, I started getting into other things like Taoism and Lao Tzu. Thank you, Pistachio Nut Meat. That's a ridiculous name. I started getting into like Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu and like Taoism. And I started understanding the power of the present moment and the power of the mindset and the power of like believing and living and doing and being grateful and appreciative. And that put me in a whole mind state where I instantly stopped being atheist at that point. I was like, all right, that's a bad zone, because you're like manifesting this like nothingness, you know, and I believe in the power of the mind. So if you believe it enough, it might come true. So I started getting into that. And honestly, during this whole last 2 years, you're starting to see people really filter. And what I noticed is, like, I used to, I don't want to say look down on, but I used to think that Christians and people who believed in Jesus were like crazy and wrong and ignorant and anti-science and terrible. And then this whole like liberal crazy Trump revolution happened, and I start noticing it's the liberals who don't believe in science. It's liberals who think everything's a conspiracy theory. And you have Christians listening to Alex Jones and like starting to be more questioning things. And I just started feeling like the world was filtering into like good and evil in a way where, you know, I just started getting closer to God naturally and praying. And, you know, certain times I felt inspired to pray to Jesus Christ directly instead of saying God. And I did it. And, you know, I find a lot of good Christian people have entered my life, like really amazing people. And that's brought me closer to God. But it was an awakening before, and just now it seems like that it's just like, and I'm talking not even on a religious level, like common sense, like standing up for like mid-birth babies being murdered. Like there's like 20 things that are just like common sense, decent people. And I can't help but notice that it seems like the Christians are the only ones who want to stand up for good now. And it's like, there's a lot of others, and I'm not limiting it to just that, because I have Jewish friends that are great, and honestly, atheist friends that are not cold-hearted people. But I just started noticing that there's a lot of Christians who seem like they're in the fight for good. And there's a lot of other people that aren't. So, you know, stuff like that. Hopefully that was a good answer. Sound mixer, I say what you said. Eddie said Jesus is not God. I mean, that's you can feel how you want to feel. You can put anything you want to put out there in the world, in the universe, but you know, that's your belief. That's fine. Reading the comments. I don't judge. I mean, I don't judge people as much as you guys do. I'm not that. Holly Movie Star said, many do not recognize Allah of Islam and God of Judeo-Christian faiths is the same God. Here's my thoughts, and they might be unpopular. If there's a God, there's a God, and God is God. You feel me? Regardless of what people believe in. So if God is real and God is God, he's everyone's God. And my personal thoughts, and I know this is probably very popular in it, very unpopular in Islam, very unpopular in Catholicism and Christianity. But my thought is, I believe there was a Greek philosopher who said this in a way more intriguing way. But he basically was saying, well, I'll say my version first, and then they'll say it. I don't believe that God, his way of filtering people, and I know this might go against the Bible, and I'm not trying to speak against it in any way. This is my personal thought. I still have to read it. I don't think that his precursor for protecting somebody would be, does he believe in me or not? What about a family that has no access, to that, and they're great people? I'm just not positive. And same with Allah. Like they're like, dude, if you don't believe in Allah, you're not you're done for. I don't know. I don't know that I feel that way at this point in my life. I feel that if you believe, if you're a good person and you have a good soul, that's between God and you. I don't, and all the only other people, the people who disagree with me and who want to fight it, they're all humans. Like it's up to God. It's not up to humans' interpretation. And I get it. But and I know this is going to cause a whole stir in the comments, but that's my personal thought. And I think I don't remember who it was, but he basically said, is God all loving? Basically what he was trying to say is like, is he egotistical in the sense of like, you best believe in me, or, you're not coming? I don't know. I mean, that's up to you. I'm not your preacher. I have my perspective, and I believe that, a good soul and a good spirit. I think that God has his eye on people of all religions. And I know that's probably unpopular, but to me, and I'll move on to the next question, but I think that humans perverted the word of God and they've manipulated it to the point where everyone keeps fighting with each other over it. And people want to believe it to the death. But I personally don't believe that that's God's word. I personally don't believe that that is what God intended. I believe that's what humans did. And my question about a lot of texts is, when God was alive and when God was there, who wrote the text, and how long did it get manipulated? Because if God didn't, like, if humans are writing this stuff, even off the bat, I already just don't trust it. It's not that most of it's not true or almost all of it. I just don't believe that it didn't get manipulated over time and even immediately. So, I believe a lot of it's valid, but I don't know personally. Someone said you shouldn't call yourself a Christian. Then I don't. I just said I'm not. I'm not a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ, and my relationship with God is between me and God. And you sitting on a super chat or a regular chat, you didn't even super chat. I don't think it's really up to you. I don't think you're God. Maybe you are, but it's up to me. And I just find it very cold and very unlikely that someone all loving and all powerful would condemn amazing people, based on what humans have perverted. I don't think it comes from God. Someone said no access to Jesus or haven't heard about it. It talks about this in Romans 2:1-16. God does not judge people by a standard they are unaware of. There you go. God of the entire cosmos does not have a chosen people. That's the most ridiculous thing that humans have perverted, just like you said Dustin. It's a very sensitive subject, and I understand that people are very set on their view of it, and that's why I don't really get into it that much, because I'm not trying to sway people either way, and I don't care enough to do that. But I feel a certain way, and I find that it's very, very shallow and egotistical to look down on people, especially the reason I do such good work with everything is because I'm skeptical, I'm honest, and I'm fair. And if I wasn't skeptical, honest, and fair, I wouldn't be here. And I don't believe this happened for no reason. If you believe in God, then you know God has allowed me to reach this many people. God has allowed me to spread a word that many Christians believe is the word of God, that He's allowed me to do it. So I don't appreciate, and it's okay though, but I don't appreciate when people look down on me when they know that I have been at least chosen to play some sort of role. I'm not saying I'm the chosen one, but I'm clearly playing a role and it's clearly being allowed. I mean, I just don't like when people try to play the version of God and they think that they're God and they look down on others because there's also, I mean, obviously there's different sects of every religion, but there's a lot of inner discussion as well in religions. I mean, I have friends of the same religion who strongly disagree on certain things, and some things they strongly agree on. Say anomaly is not like you could think that, but I'm more concerned with how God feels than how humans feel about it. Someone said I also started out as atheist. Now I feel like I'm going to hell and love Jesus anyway. Did you hear about the baby farm in Brazil? The journalist just said, no, I heard people talking about it, but I didn't get too into that. Someone said, I'm a God ruling over you. I won't rule it out. Someone said going to church on Sunday will not save you. I mean, someone said, Chief, talk to me, Chief. Kinfolk John in the house, rare producer Bob Ross, and I Like Trump. Show my man Kinfolk John some love. He produced my song Bob Ross and I Like Trump. Maybe I'll play it. But yeah, hopefully this got a little discussion going on. But oh man, all right. I guess we gotta play a banger. We got more goth beats in the house too. Hold up. Should I play? I feel like I'm gonna wake my neighbors up with the I Like Trump. They're gonna be like, "What type of blasphemy?" Oh man. All right, I'll read the super chats real quick. Maybe I'll play in a second. What do you think of the MMA fighters thanking God and Jesus after smashing their opponent? That has always bugged and amused me at the same time. I mean, I don't have a problem. It is what it is. Like, I don't know. Why would that bug you? Because they're hurting someone? Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, a lot of entertainers thank God too. Well, they used to. Now they thank the Democratic Party. Let's say they're like, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Southern Poverty Law Center, for having me here. I'm so glad that I didn't offend your hate speech. Thank you, Google, for not banning me. Thank you so much for funding me. Thank you, NBC, for not cutting the cords on me. Someone said, religion is a hard topic to discuss. It depends on how strict you are and take the scripture. KJV is the most accurate version. I'm going to read through the Bible. Trust me. I'm not trying to sway people anyway, but I have friends of every religion. And I just find that I love a lot of people. And, I respect them as long as they have a good soul. That's just how I feel, and I find it very off-putting when people judge people specifically by what they say they believe in. I believe you can understand. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. I'm gonna drop a gem on them. More goth and kinfolk want to hear this. I'm gonna drop the gem. Hold up. There's a lot of people that may have read the whole Bible, studied it, speak it, but like there's a difference between speaking it and living it. And I find I know many Christians, many great Christians. I find the most intriguing ones are the ones who live it. You know what I'm saying? They might say some things to me here or there, but you can tell they have God inside them and they're like profoundly wise. There's a lot of preachers and pastors that may know every word in it, but they don't live it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate people who live it. And a lot of people say to me, Anomaly, you sound like you're preaching the Bible. If it's wise and it's true, then it's true and it's wise. And I'm saying it and it's effective and it's working. I don't think somebody's extra special just because they claim to be extra special. I don't think that God is that shallow. He built the entire earth and he's so shallow to let people hide behind him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people use him as a shield to be like, hey, I'm righteous, but they're really not. I mean, just look at a lot of the nefarious things the Catholic Church is doing. So I don't think saying you're Christian and saying you're godly makes you more godly. I find that people who live it, you just know. You know what I'm saying? You could just feel it. And that's how I feel. Anyway, and there's a lot of Christians that I feel like that. And there's also a lot of other people that I feel that way too. And I know if God made the whole universe, he's allowed certain people to thrive, and he's allowed certain people to get their message out there. He's used them as a vehicle one way or another. That's how I feel. But it's a tough topic. It's a rare one. Someone said God looks down on vanity. I mean, I'm focused on myself. I don't like to judge others, and I know that that's in there as well. I find that a lot of people spend too much energy judging others and not enough energy judging themselves. Someone said Joe Rogan was banned. No, I don't think so. Not that I know of. Someone said, how do you know? I don't know. I'm not claiming to. Someone said, Anomaly, have you read The Prophet by Khalil Gibran? No, I have not. Someone said, demons manifest themselves in the minds of men. I believe that. I do. I think that's true. Like true demonic energy, I've seen it. Someone said, God looks down on Rogan. I don't know. Travis said, I love shrooms. You guys are lit. We'll take. Someone said, no one can understand God. He is far beyond our understanding. Interesting. Psychedelics dissolve the political ego. It's a whole nother conversation. Maybe I'll have another time, but I could dive down that rabbit hole for sure. Dude, there's someone named wait, time out. That's good. There's someone named I have the documents with Alex Jones's face on it, and it says Anomaly, I have your documents. Bro, you just won the chat. That's lit. Thanks, dude, but lit. The great Anomaly spoke to me. Thank you, Samuel. All right, so we'll do a poll real quick. Should I eat dinner or should I just chug this water and I'll eat dinner tomorrow? Like, should I fast? Should I do a 24-hour fast or should I eat a late dinner? What do you guys think? I'm going to take a poll. Whoever, if someone super chats, you supersede everyone else's chat. If not, I'll just take a random poll. Someone said David Blaine is a demon. I actually met David Blaine. That's a funny story. I'll tell in a second. But he's eat or fast. Chug and fast. Let's see. What? Eat, chug and fast. Eat dinner, bro. Fast. I got y'all. Y'all think I won't done do it. Wait, eat fast, fast. Look, I got the miracle of fasting here. I'm just saying. Don't think I won't do it. Look at that. Look at that face. All right, there's a lot. So I'll put it this way, and I'm not the first person. If not, I'm just gonna. Dude, there's so many. The first person who super chats gets to decide if I eat or fast till tomorrow. So until then, it looks tight. What's up, Lloyd Tucker Carlson? I see that. All right, it's too much. I think it's almost tied. Someone said too late to eat, fast, too fast, eat fast. You won't. First one to super chat gets to choose. Isn't that crazy? You can literally decide how my day and tomorrow goes via super chat. That's nuts. That's like we're living. All right, Janet said eat. All right, Janet. I was gonna fast, but okay. All right. Drink a White Claw. All right, what should I eat? Eat. Okay. All right. Well, too late. Two people already did eat, and one person did fast. Sorry, they did more. Sorry, brother. You can have a refund. Just tell Google to drink water fast. All right. It's 2-2 on the super chats now. I'm gonna fast. All right. There's. Are you guys really gonna compete on that? It's a win for me. But there's 3 fasts. All right. Now hold on. Now I have a tough decision to make. There's 3 fasts, and there were two eats, but the eats were more money and the fast was more quantity. Are we going by amount of super chat money or are we going by the quantity of it? I don't know. I'm new to this whole thing. I'm not eating top ramen. Get out of here. I like your green room. Yeah, it could be better, it could be worse. Tell us about David Blaine. All right, I think I'm gonna eat. I don't know. The first one? Yeah, all right. So it's the first one. I'm gonna eat. All right. Oh, Roseanne texted me. I think Roseanne's in here. She texted me, I voted for you to eat. Oh, that was Roseanne. That's lit. I love you, Roseanne. Shout out Roseanne. She's a legend. So that's amazing. That was Roseanne who got me to eat. That's nuts. Roseanne's a legend. Shout out Roseanne. We stand up for her here. They hate her because they ain't her. And you know, she kept it too real. When keeping it real goes wrong. We'll link up this week and do a video thing. Thank you, Roseanne. All right, yeah. Anyway, so the David Blaine thing, I'll tell you that. What happened was, I wonder what I'm gonna eat now. Wait, I got a text now. That's lit. Roseanne is yeah. All right, tell Roseanne you love her. Everyone get some love Roseanne in there. We have to let her know because the media thinks she's dumb, but we're just getting started. We're gonna launch a whole. I don't want to get into specifics, but wait, Roseanne said eat eggs. All right, an omelet, does that count? I'm gonna eat an omelet. I'm getting straight Roseanne direction here. She literally is the super chat one too. That's hilarious. All right, I'm gonna eat an omelet. Facts. You win. Yeah, no, I'm not. I wouldn't. Why would I lie to you guys? She was the super chat, and she texted me and told me to eat eggs. I mean, what a timeline. The Roseanne Tesla video is epic. I was like, we were vibing out. Roseanne just has reggae Pandora on like a boss, like just a serious vibe. We're gonna get this next year. We're gonna make sure Roseanne is here, and every cowardly journalist and every ugly celebrity that hated on her is gonna have to suffer karma for sure. Someone said payment was slow on mine, but would have been first drink water. You're too late. Roseanne superseded everyone. She gave the most, and she said eat eggs. I'm sorry, you all lost. I'll water fast another time. Someone said Roseanne spoke to me on Twitter once, and I was banned for life. Yeah, they're trying to blacklist Roseanne, so anybody that goes near, they try to censor. But we got to fight 20 times as hard. This is more interesting than my David Blaine story. But so I met this girl for like a little, I don't know, for coffee or something. So I sat at a table and so I said eat a taco or take a bong. No, I'm sorry, you guys already lost. Thank you for the super chat, but I don't have a bong anymore. Well, I might, but that's a side note. So is Roseanne still in Israel? I don't know. So I'm sitting at like this little coffee thing, and this weird guy, like you have to understand, there's a lot of like performers and like weirdo people on the street. And this guy comes up and he's like doing these card tricks to like the girl I'm sitting next to. And I told her, like, she walked away, and I was like, you know what? Someone said, eat, bro. All right, I'm going to eat. I got y'all. Thank you. So this guy's doing these weird tricks. And I'm like, yo, stay away from the street performers. They're all a bunch of weirdos. And then he comes back and he's like, actually, I'm David Blaine, bro. And like, I was like, what? It was literally David Blaine. He did like a trick to like the girl I was with, like randomly. And then she didn't even know who David Blaine was. It was super weird. I was like, dude, just ignore that guy. He's a loser. And he's like, oh, am I? I'm really David Blaine. I was like, dude, stop trying to steal my coffee date, bro. Like, I get it. You're David Blaine. Okay, whatever. Someone said David Blaine's demonic. I agree. He tried to steal my date, low key. He might have. I don't know. It was so long ago. I don't even remember who it was. Someone said I need to know about David Blaine. I just told you, but it might be on a delay. Someone said he's a sodomite. It's messed up, but I love how Owen calls everyone sodomites. I think it's the funniest thing. It's hilarious. All right. It's hard to follow that up. I guess it's raining so hard. All right. I'm going to order eggs because Roseanne told me to. So sorry, guys. I'll fast another day. I'm going to order now. Someone said, who's David Blaine? You don't know who David Blaine is, guys? Come on. You guys are whack. Sneaky fingers? What? The pyramid of, all right. I'm sorry. I'm looking for eggs real quick. I'm going to order some eggs. Are you watching State of the Union? Is it tonight or tomorrow? Lionel Media, Roseanne, Owen Benjamin, and Anomaly on one live stream. That's a legendary stream. When Roseanne's back, we might vibe up. No, I'm not at a hotel. You think I have a green screen at a hotel? Yeah, just pop. Nah, I live somewhere. Is David Blaine the island guy? Yeah, I'm ordering eggs. Sorry, if you're new to this and you don't know what's going on, I'm ordering eggs. Relax, it'll be okay. It's raining. I feel bad, but I actually have eggs in the freezer. Or I'm in the refrigerator. I'd be a weirdo if I had eggs in the freezer. If you keep eggs in the freezer, don't trust someone. Ordering eggs, dude? Yeah, I'm ordering eggs. Roseanne told me to order eggs. I'm ordering eggs. She out super chatted you guys. See, I want to say too, now that all the dust is settled, Roseanne's tweet, if she's still here, you know it's true. It was actually like a genius level. Like they don't even get her like her tweet was like triple layered. It was like Muslim Brotherhood, like Planet of the Apes. Like it was like there were 3 layers to it. It's like they hate her because they ain't her. It's like it made sense. It's just like people are so soft nowadays. You can only make fun of certain people sometimes. It's nutty. Someone said, "Dude, cook the eggs in your fridge." Nah, I'm gonna get an omelet. Sorry, I don't have anything to like mix it with. I've been out. Brown eggs are pressed. All right, brown eggshells matter. Where we at here? Hmm. Yeah, no. I mean, All right. Sorry, I'm looking for the eggs. Sorry, guys. You got. I'm gonna order eggs again, and then after that, you know, we'll live stream until like my delivery starts to come. That seems to be the new thing on YouTube. I'm having fun. So it's like I order dinner because I work all day and then I leave when it comes. It's fun. Hold on, I'm looking for eggs. Egg McMuffin? Nah, we better than that. I'm better than that. I'm not gonna order an egg McMuffin. I'm good. Where's Ruth Bader Ginsburg? Leave her alone. She's sick. I get it. I don't like her politics, but like she's alive. She's just really sick. You guys gotta chill with the Ruth Bader. I mean, she might be dead, but I think she's sick. Oh, build your own omelet for sure. That's what we're gonna do. You should have had a chicken in the backyard like my grandma. I'm sorry. I'm not on that level. Oh man, this is fun. Yeah. They just don't like people who are funny and honest. They're like, "Oh my goodness, Louis C.K. told the truth." It's like, yeah, that happened. I don't want cheddar cheese. I want American cheese. This is America. Does anyone else do that when you guys order American cheese? You say it weird, like America. They're like, "What kind of cheese do you want?" I'm like, American. Um, Let me see. Omelet. So, said Tom Arnold's douchebag. You said it, not me. A Philly cheesesteak omelet? That's extra. I don't need all that. Watch the documentary No End in Sight on Tubi TV. I got a TV to stream from, so now I could actually finally do stuff like that. Ham and cheese omelet. I don't know where I should get it from. Denny's. I could do. Sorry, guys. I'm having a real crisis here. Oh, Crave is open? All right. That's far, though. It's going to be cold by the time it gets here. Um, Ham and cheese with onions. Yeah, I'm about it. Someone said, "Did you ask Roseanne about Q when it first started? She asked on Twitter if Q was real and then dipped off Twitter and came back still supporting before the banning." Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've talked about it. I don't want to get into it now, but she has a new interview coming out with Jesse Lee Peterson. I think she mentioned it, but yeah, no, we've had we had a conversation about it 2 weeks ago. I just don't want to talk about it now. All right, I'm gonna try this place out. Um, Sorry guys, this omelet. What's your day job, bro? This is my day job. Look at I just made more money than I'd make working anywhere else. Now I do this full time. I get Patreon, but that's not that much. Well, actually, I got to check. I think I had a good month. Donor Box, which is like I stream on Facebook. I get like 5 million views a week or something. I don't between my 2 pages. So Donor Box, Patreon, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, and then now super chats, and then but I mean, when you start getting a lot of views, it starts to add up. And YouTube, I mean, Facebook, I've had a lot of views, but they just started monetizing me. And that's like a life changer as long as I don't get kicked off. So now this has been my job for a year and I've been self-sustaining. And now I'm actually doing somewhat good. Well, they'll take all my tax money, but I feel good at least now. I'm not poor. So it's been an amazing year. Sorry guys. I know this is a little extra, but Appreciate the honest reporting. Thank you. I appreciate you guys letting me order this omelet too. It's very kind of you guys. Thank you. Sorry. The thing is, I'm boycotting IHOP because IHOP is like boycotting Tucker Carlson. So I'm like, nah, I'm good on that then. Like, if you guys can't even support Tucker, then I'm not interested. Sorry. Someone said this omelet has them tripping. It's because like I could just go at it, but I'm trying to keep my screen below the screen. I don't want people to like see what I'm ordering. But like that's how people can like zoom in. They're like, dude, are you here right now? Like one time someone was like, dude, I'm like, dude, you guys gotta chill. I don't wanna I gotta keep my space, you know? Just a little bit. Someone said, God bless this California rain. Facts. Someone said Roseanne anomaly 2024. That's not out of the possibility. That's a definite thing that could happen. I mean, if Trump could win, that's not out of the realm. That's for sure. Oh, that sounds good. All right, I'm just gonna go with that. We'll keep it. And then I'll put, can I have American cheese? I'm almost back. Can I have American cheese and hot sauce to the side? Oh, guys, I have hot sauce. Did you guys know I'm a rapper and I have hot sauce? Vote for me, dog. Let's see. Ooh. All right. I guess we're going with that. All right. I'm getting eggs. Thank you, Roseanne, for making me get eggs. This has been definitely my favorite live stream so far. Fox News has a year for that story about RGB being dead to come true. If she doesn't die, it's fake news. Dude, that's the thing about like Fox News. Like, how dumb are they for publishing that? Like, come on. Why did they do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously there's some decent people on Fox, but like, why would you? I don't like let this woman die if she's gonna die. Let her live if she's gonna live. Like, don't do that because then you look cold. Like, I don't want another Kavanaugh situation. It's already too extra'd out. Like, just let her be old. You know, like she'll get there. I don't like this whole like, dude, she died. Like, I gotta chill. Eggs 2020 facts, fake news fact. Well, I don't know. Someone said tippy socialist. I don't know. Someone said, I got eggs on the skillet. Will it cook it or not? I'm not about the thought. Bars. JBK bars. Facts. Someone said, weren't you on Fade to Black tonight? Great show. Love Jimmy Church. Yeah, I was. Dude, Jimmy Church is awesome. My friend Brian Engelman, shout out to Brian too. Brian's awesome. I talked to Jimmy Church last year, 2 years, or like at what was it called? Oh, NAM. And like that was before, like Jimmy didn't really know I was. And then afterwards he had me on the show. And then I don't like, he just found out about me and then had me on the show a couple months ago. And then he had me on the show again and I'm going to have him on soon. But Jimmy's been really cool and he's a good guy and it's got a great audience. And like the discussions we have are really fun. I love talking to Jimmy, man. He's a good guy. What rappers inspired your style the most? At the beginning, probably like Jedi Mind Tricks, Eminem, Atmosphere. At the beginning. Someone said, should Trump replace RBG with a conservative? 1,000%, of course. And honestly, I was like pro-choice-ish before, but now after all this like kill babies thing, like mid-birth babies, they should overturn Roe versus Wade. I thought that was crazy a month ago, but now I'm like, dude, they don't deserve any of these stuff anymore. Like, I think they should. I think they should go the distance. Like, you give them an inch and they try to kill a baby after birth. Like what else are they going to do? Like overturn it. He should get like he should clone Brett Kavanaugh no, I'm just playing. Someone said enough about Ruth. Here's $5 to show us your nipples. Sorry, my man. My price is way more than that. Let me just, no. I'm going to drink some water. Thank you. Someone said, great show on Fade to Black. Thank you so much. God bless the Fade to Black audience and God bless Jimmy Church. Good guy. Someone said eggs are good for hair growth. I don't know if that's science, but whatever. Yeah, I love this. I get to stream until the food comes and then I just leave. Like this is such a good vibe. That's why I was like, let me do this. Someone said I traded 3 Pokemon cards for Putin and Anomaly. That's funny. That's good. I'm the Eggman, Beastie Boys. I don't. Trump will probably pick Nikki Haley. Is she? She can do that. I don't think is she that type of. She's like a Supreme Court lady. Debbie said you cracked me up. That's good. I cracked you up like an egg. You get it? All right, I'll stop. Tom McDonald Anomaly collab. I'm with it. Let Tom McDonald know. Just spam him with like anomaly, anomaly, anomaly. And then I like, yeah, I'm down. I love Tom McDonald. He's dope. What did you just order? I ordered let me look, hold on. Oh, I ordered a omelet with like broccoli and cheese. And it said cheddar cheese, but I was like, can I have American cheese? Like I asked the question. Hopefully they give me American cheese, but if not, cheddar's fine. Someone said Roseanne for Supreme Court. Yeah, facts. Dude, I told people in my other live stream, I don't know if Roseanne's still here, but I told people to listen to her 2012 president running because everyone's like, oh, Roseanne used to be on the left. And it's like, Roseanne's still, I don't think she's like fully conservative, although she agrees with conservative values. But even when she was left or whatever, she was like on a level. Like Roseanne's a matrix breaker. You listen to her 2012 thing, she's talking about some stuff like way before other people. She's not just like a leftist. Like she never was. She was always like a step ahead. And that's why they hate her. But it's okay. Does Roseanne have a show or a podcast? Subscribe to her YouTube channel. She has a YouTube channel. I had an interview on it. I think Brandon Dilly had one. She was on Mike Tyson's recently. Mike Tyson has a podcast. She's coming. I don't know. She might be back this week or next week, but I think we'll chat again probably when she gets a chance. Someone says she's always been a blue collar supporter. No, she's the real deal. I'm telling you, people like she's authentic. She's always stood up for working class. She's been the least racist probably. She was like, people just pretend to like black people for like the news and just be like, I love women. Like, where were they? Like, she was a woman that was doing things women weren't doing. Like, she was working and hiring people before it was cool. Like, liberals wait till it's cool and then they act like they invented it. Like, they're obnoxious. She's totally for the working class and she's always been breaking the matrix. It's so obnoxious what they did to her. I hope the demonic people that did that, I hope that they go straight to hell if they're demonic. If not, that's for God to decide. But I just felt that. Someone says she was a great stand-up. Yeah, great stand-up, great show, great American. Someone said George Soros got arrested. I don't think that's true. I mean, it's like an article going around. You guys got to fact check because like everyone would know if that happened. I'm gonna look it up again. Like maybe we'll find out, but I don't think it's actually true. Let's see. No, I don't think he got arrested. Sorry guys. It sounds good, but will the government shut down again? I don't know. Is it even open? What are they doing? Why send them to hell? Won't they like it there? I don't know. I'm just trying to banish the demons. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Been listening to your rap music. Great stuff. Thank you. My producers were in here earlier. More Goth Beats and Kim Folk John. I don't know if they're still here, but they came in. There's some rare ones. They produced my songs for me. Don't put us in a box, bruh. I voted Dem, liberal, independent, and rep. Not the party, but the person. No, totally. When I say things, take certain things with a grain of salt. Like I'll make a generalization. I'm not. I go harder at conservatives sometimes, and I go harder at liberals too. But like I say it because I know you're not snowflakes. Oh, there's more Goth Beats. Yeah, subscribe to him. He's a great musician and a good friend. A great friend. I won't say good friend. That's undercutting. He's a good guy. But yeah, I'm not. I go hard at conservatives because I know it's not all of you, but sometimes it's a large portion. Like with the Muslim stuff I talked about earlier, you don't have to be pro-Islam, but if there's a Muslim conservative who wants to be conservative and you say Takia, he's lying, it's a big chunk of conservatives. I'm not saying everybody, and I know there's probably 100 million people that they don't consider themselves anything. You know, it is what it. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking. I'm not. If you don't fit in that box, don't fit in it. If you do, sometimes the shoe fits and it hurts. Some people are like, "Ow, this shoe hurts." Shouldn't have put it on then. That's not my fault. Someone says sub goth good work. Yeah, more goth beats. He's a good guy. Subscribe and check out his music. I know I have a lot of metal fans on here actually. More goth. We had a whole music conversation last time. It was super fun. And like people were going hard. I was like, damn, I wish Morgoth Beats was here. He'd appreciate this. They were naming all these metal bands that I'd never heard of. I was like, dude, I'm out of my loop. All I know about metal is like the 2 hours I spent with Morgoth, like getting inundated in the culture. And how does one become woke? You gotta take as many Alex Jones supplements as possible. No, I'm just playing. Don't take that many. I don't know. I mean, I have his toothpaste and a shower head, but anyway, I don't know. That's a hard question. Someone said metal fan there. Yeah, check out Morgoth. Maybe you know him. He's in a band called Winds of Plague. Or no, yeah, Winds of Plague. Yeah, you might already know him. Someone said, I love Dream Theater. I'm just waiting for my omelet. I don't like any of you guys. I'm stalling some out. No, I'm just kidding. I do want this omelet though. Someone said, what do you think about Baked Alaska? I haven't heard of him. I haven't heard from him recently, but he's always been really cool to me. So I like, there's certain traps that people are like, dude, you're going to be alt-right. If like, I've seen Baked Alaska at Politicon and he's messaged me before. He's always been really nice to me. So I'm not that familiar with his content, but I have no problem with him. He's always been really cool. And I don't like, people annoy me with that because they're like, oh, and I'm like, if I say I like Louis Farrakhan, I'm not saying I agree with everything. I don't know. I don't hate people that much. Like I like Roseanne and I like Louis Farrakhan. Obviously that's like a conflicting ideology, but like, I don't know. Unless people do something really terrible, I'm just like, I'm cool. But yeah, Baked Alaska's been cool to me. I haven't heard like any of his content that much though. I was on his live stream, I think at Politicon 2 years ago. Someone said abortion is wiping out the black community in the U.S. The left screams Black Lives Matter, but does not speak on this. Yeah, we know, Holly. Black Lives Matter is a total Democratic operative front to destroy the black community. So they're not going to talk about anything that matters. They hone in on the 0.01%. And, I'm sure they do good work here or there, but there's a lot of things they won't talk about. And it is what it is. Like there's other people. I want to watch the Vice. Apparently, my friend said Vice did a really good piece on. They had black conservatives and black liberals. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard that it's actually pretty fair. So, if you don't like something, got to create the new. I'm trying to see a Black Lives Matter Candace Owens face-off hockey game. Winner takes all. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Fade to Black. Shout out to Jimmy Church, man. I'm going to keep shouting him out. Good guy. Ever heard of the Pence fence? No, that sounds hilarious, though. I've not. What is that? Pence's like wall. Pence will not be VP in 2020. Is it just me or is Pence like non-existent? Like you know what I'm saying? The dude is like not even there. Like I wouldn't care if he got replaced. I don't dislike him, but like, what does he do? Right? Like he just looks good. Like Pence is just like silver fox, but he doesn't say anything ever. He's just like, yeah. What Trump said. Like even like Joe Biden, they had like a little like, hey, look, we're friends. Like Pence just like chills in the distance. Like I don't even know. Someone said Pence is creepy. Pence is on the fence. I mean, I'm not mad at Pence. Maybe he does something behind the scenes. I just find it funny that he's always like. Someone said Pence is like eggs. Anomaly is a confirmed baked Rex Baxter. I don't even know what that means. Someone said Pence is a pedo protector. I don't know. Pence the pedo. I don't like, are you sure? My thing is like, maybe you're right, but like, it bugs me out that people will go so hard on something and like it's a big thing to call someone a pedo. And there's a lot of pedos out there. I'm not saying there's not, but like, there's so many people falsely accusing people I know you might be joking or you might be serious, but like it's a big deal. People lose, like people are, dude, Anomaly has a girlfriend in another state and he works for Israel. Like I know I don't. I just don't, like, I feel a certain way about Israel and about Jews, and certain people don't want to hear that. You know, they're like, I wish you hated them as much as I do. Like I don't. I don't, it doesn't mean I'm working for the Israeli government. Like I say these things to you because people do it to me and it's annoying. It's like, it's like there's secret space bases on the moon. No, we never went. It's like there can't be secret space bases and we've never went. Like one of you has to be lying. And both sides are dead set on it though. Like if you talk to we've never went to the moon. Like what I should do is I should set up a Owen Benjamin debate with Jordan Sather. Jordan Sather, he's dead set that there's secret space bases on the moon. Owen is dead set on we never went to the moon. I side with Owen. I don't think we went personally, but I want to see them debate. Like I think Owen would probably do it. Maybe Jordan would do it too. Maybe I'll set that up. That's for the people. Jordan's not afraid to debate, and Owen's definitely not afraid to debate. But like, they're both very sure, and like Jordan Sather's very positive about the secret space bases. I would love to see that debate. I'll make it happen. I'm siding with Owen on this. I don't think we went, but I want to see it. Someone said, I mean, now Biden, that's obviously, I mean, those videos, that actually makes sense. You know, like calling Pence one, unless there's video footage of it, there's some creepy stuff with the Biden, but thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate you. Hold on, I got to stretch. Seriously, Biden? Yeah, no, that's legit. Like that. Yeah, I'm not a like. And then people are like, dude, Anali's trying to cover it. No, I'm saying focus on the things that are there. There's things that are like wide out in the open. And people are like, dude, it might be Dane Cook. And you're like someone called Dane Cook a pedo because he was dating a 19-year-old. I was like, she's 19. You might not like that she's 19 and he's older, but like that's not pedo-ness. Like people are ridiculous. Is Pence pushing Space Force? I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I like Trump. Pence is okay, but like, what does Space Force even mean to me? I'm personally not sold that we ever went to space, and I'm not trying to start a theory or anything, but like, you got to prove to me we could even go there. I think Space Force is hilarious. Like, I think it's so funny that Trump's pushing us, but I don't like, is it really true? I have no idea. Like, I think it's more funny than it, like, can we go? Are we going? Did we go? Like, someone's got to answer these questions for me. I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a good time. Someone said Spaceballs. Great movie. I agree. That's one of the few movies I've actually seen, and I like it. Space Jam. Really good movie. Everyone's just trying to go viral. I don't know what people are trying to do anymore. All I know is I'm ordering eggs. I'm literally ordering an omelet because Roseanne gave me $10 and told me to order an omelet. That's all I know. I literally have. That's, I don't know. I don't know about space. I don't know about clicks. That's all I know. All I know is I know nothing, but I'm going to eat an omelet, barring any sort of problems. Someone said, I have a family who worked for Lockheed and now TBD. Then you probably know more than I do. And I'm okay to admit that. Like I've literally, do you think we have satellites? I don't know. To be honest, if you really want to know, and I hate to say these things because then people look down on me, but like, I'm not convinced that we have satellites. I'm not saying we don't. If someone shows me enough evidence, and I haven't looked into it enough to be like, stand on that hill and scream, but like, I can't say I'm convinced. But I'm going to need an omelet. And I was going to say something, but I forgot. But I'm definitely going to eat an omelet. Yeah. For sure. Oh, he was saying about Lockheed. On my NASA video, I've literally had people like email me like NASA, dude, my grandfather worked for NASA. And then they're like, someone from the Department of Defense kept yelling at me, lived in like Hawaii or something. I was like, bro, I don't care. Like, maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. But like, I didn't say that. He's mad at me for something that NASA themselves said. Like, yell at, like, people coming at me. I'm protected. Get away. I'll zap you. Omelet anomaly. That is good, Ursha. God bless you for that. Or Ira. I'm sorry, Ira Gershwin. Omelet anomaly. That is just well played. You're gaining a lot of favor with me for that. That's one of the strongest comments. Top 3 so far. Omelet anomaly. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Scrambled anomaly. It's a stretch, but I still like it. An omelet with the anomaly. Now we're reaching, but it's okay. We could reach. I've seen satellites with a telescope. Yeah, to be honest, when I was young, I wanted to buy a telescope. Now, I need to get to a place where I can actually use a telescope because I'm not quite rich enough to own a telescope yet. But maybe I'll get there, and I'll look for myself. That's why I'm not going to yell about it because I'm like there's a lot of gaping holes in a lot of stories. That's all I know. So it's like someone said Stanley Kubrick. If you want to know another interesting story, Stanley Kubrick's daughter is like supports me and messaged me one time. She said, "I love you, anomaly." Stanley Kubrick's daughter. Talk about living in a simulation. I've been meaning to chop it up with her, but I asked her a question about the moon. She didn't answer though, but I went there. I tried. Yeah, shout out Vivian Kubrick. She's shown me love before. That's cool. Chris Sherman. I am a Western chauvinist and I refuse to apologize for creating the modern world. UHURU go anomaly. You go anomaly. I don't know exactly what URHURU means, but thank you, Chris. And I feel you, brother. Man, I've always been very kind and very chill, but like it's annoying me that they're trying to flip the script. Like you could say what you want about the Western world or the white world, so to speak, although I think that's but they act like it's the worst, but it's really not. It's one of the most free places. We've created a society where anybody that wants to thrive can thrive, and very compassionate, more so than other cultures. I feel you, my man. I'm getting in the zone where it's like, dude, they flip statistics, like they want to hate on, white people and Western civilization, but it's really not true. It's like they're flipping the script, and a lot of people are sick of it. So I don't blame you. God bless you. Oh, my food's coming. It's gonna take a minute though, so I'm only here for 6 more minutes. So you better get your questions in soon. This was really fun. Thank you guys. I appreciate this. I'm starting to like the YouTube chats way more than Facebook for multiple reasons. But man, I love Facebook. I'll still post there, but it might be YouTube from here on out. You guys are really winning my favor. All right, we got about 6 minutes, so let's make it work. Someone said, I love these live streams. Yeah, I'm having a blast. These are fun. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it. You guys make me smile too. That's why I wanted to do it. Curry tonight? No, I'm eating an omelet. Do you like eggs? Yeah, fact, of course. But unless you're trying to make like a Spanish joke, they say huevos, make me look gay. No. Anomaly, chocolate or vanilla? Once again, is this some sort of scheme? I used to like chocolate ice cream, but honestly, like I want both. I want Neapolitan. Yeah, Facebook was freezing earlier today. It's like, dude, leave me alone. All right, I think I got like 3 minutes, so you guys better get it in now. Eggs rock. Facts. Facts matter here at CNN. It's a fact. How was the chicken shawarma? Really good, actually. Really, really good. Really good, really filling. Good call, whoever told me to eat chicken shawarma. Anomaly. That's good. Era, you're crushing tonight. Thank you. New York super fudge chunk. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a moment. I was in a hotel for a few days, and I literally got like $100 worth of delivery food. I never chill, and I was just like, I was with my friend Morgoth. I should have went out and networked and had fun, but I literally just ate like so much food and like Sundays and stuff. Sorry, guys. It's true. I was hungry. Did Kim Kardashian freeze her eggs? I don't know, but probably. Sounds like something she'd do. Someone said, are you making money from the streams? I don't know if that's a trick question. You just gave me money and asked if I was making money from the streams. Yeah, no, I'm doing amazing on YouTube. Like literally, I think I made like $1,000 in the last 3 days. Like that's a lot. That's more than I've ever made probably. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Sometimes people are really generous, but like, yeah, no, I'm doing really well. And Facebook pays for ads. let's put it this way. I've made more money with the super chats in the last 3 days of live stream than I made all last month, basically. Like I made like 1,000 last month or 1,300. I'm on pace to crush that. So yeah, no, I'm doing well. Thank you guys so much. That's why it's like a win-win-win. I have more fun. I actually get to talk to you guys and like make jokes at what you're saying. It's hilarious. And I actually get paid. And even after communist Facebook takes the money and the communist government takes the money, I still keep some percentage of it. That's fine. Just don't steal all of it. Don't take my rights. Don't take my money. Don't take my freedom, especially not the freedom. And I don't want singular universal health care if they're going to murder babies. That's a bad one too. They're like, no, everyone needs one health plan. Well, then stop murdering babies and then we can maybe talk about it. But all right, it's almost here. All right, someone said, can I borrow 350? Rory, maybe, I don't know. Email me. Maybe you'll get lucky. I'll send you some. Has anyone said that you look like Clayton Kershaw? I've never heard that. I'm not sure that was. Where's InfoWars Bear? I don't know. He didn't show up today. It was more fun without him, to be honest. I had a good time with him, but tonight was more fun. So sorry, man. He gets replaced. Roseanne, a few people really lit it up today. The IRS is watching you. No, I'm going to pay my tax. I'm not saying I'm not going to pay. I'm just saying they're communist and they're going to steal my money. It's okay. I'm sure they'll probably audit me at a certain point. I'm not lying though. And I don't know. I file my taxes. It'll be fun. All right. Thank you guys. God bless you. God bless America. God bless your family. God bless the world. I'm going to eat an omelet. Swag.